Welcome, welcome. That's my dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. Today I thought I would talk a little bit about this upcoming 3.17 patch, what we can expect. Right now it is still in Evocati PTU. It has not yet gone to Wave 1. We are on a watch list waiting for Wave 1 to come into play. It just has not been released yet to concierge and subscribers and other backers yet. So keep waiting, and eventually we will get this 3.17 patch out. First of all, I'd like to mention a couple things going on in my personal life. I just found out that my job has been kind of terminated. They've offered me another position within the company, though it requires an hour drive to and from work every day. You know, with the gas prices the way they are and all that, it's kind of difficult. They're not giving me a huge raise to deal with that. So, you know, just thoughts and prayers for me. Hopefully it works out or something else works out for me. Really appreciate all your thoughts and prayers. But let's move on to 3.17 and some of the little patch notes and stuff that they have out for it. So right now, like I said, there is a patch watch going on. I don't know exactly what that means. I guess it means we're any day, any minute, any hour now it could come out. The FPS weapons refactor, we are expecting that in 3.17. So they have adjusted weapon sway and recoil values across a wide range of rifles, SMGs, shotguns, and sniper rifles. They've updated some of the weapon recoil behaviors to feel heavier and punchier. I think that's been needed. Turret acceleration, so they've introduced a more realistic acceleration to how turrets move. Turrets now don't instantly reach max speed based on their current input deflection, but they will accelerate towards it. So as it moves, it gets faster. Ship positional desync. This is huge! In Alpha 3.17, they've added network update to reduce ship-to-ship desync. So this change will reduce the networking time delay so that ships are synced closer to the correct moment in time, which should reduce a lot of visible desync issues. A lot of people have been hoping and praying for that, but people who use desync as an excuse won't have that to crutch back on as much anymore. So definitely we'll have to see how that plays out and if it affects gameplay style at all. If some people that experience more desync will actually become much better fighter pilots because of this. We'll have to see. Air traffic control landing. So they've added a keybind option for you to request a landing with the ATC. Now, by default, it's going to be unbound. So you'll have to go into your options and change that. If you don't know where that's at, you'll have to click options from the game menu, key bindings, advanced controls. Then you'll have to go to flight, the movement tab, and you'll see request landing, and you'll have to set the key bind there. I know a lot of people are going to use this. I'm going to use it. A lot of people in my org are definitely going to use it. So definitely something for you to utilize the best to your advantage if you want to, you know, just do a one button press for landing request. Then they have the player injury polish pass. So they've overhauled the injury system to increase the likelihood that injuries occur during repeated combat encounters and decrease the chance of instant death. So there's now a scaling % chance of triggering early injuries when taking damage to a body part, and the bleed actor state has been updated to be less severe. There's also been a balance update for for hunger and thirst rates. Hunger and thirst rates are now going to be slightly more aggressive. Actions such as sprinting, jumping, punching, etc. will also have a slightly increased effect on your hunger and thirst. Not looking forward to that. Okay, so notable information in the next patch is the ship and ship components inventory updates. So they have a major overhaul of ship personal inventory storage to allow for ship components to be stored and transported inside ships. So It's a lot of ships. Anyways, components are going to be able to be transported from one place to another inside your ship. They've added inventory size values to all purchasable ship items, along with volume and dimensions, which will require certain size ships to transport. So obviously you're not going to be able to transport a size 3 item in the back of a Pisces, most likely. Just keep that in mind. Heavy fighters and larger ships with size 2 shields will now have a front to back shield face instead of a bubble. Death animation pass has gone through, and then there's been several other bug fixes. But that is what you can expect in 3.17 in a nutshell. Now, what does 3.17 have on the roadmap that could give us a little more information on what to expect, maybe when to expect certain things, all of that? So if I go into the roadmap on the website and I pull up the release view, which I want to do instead of looking at the others, then I'm going to look through the release view, and it looks like the character DNA textures update is coming in. Then you have Lorville Hospital, the Maria Pure of Heart. I'm looking forward to spending a little extra time in Lorville. Space Station clinics, they'll all be a little bit more varied instead of looking the same. For AI, they've got the coffee shop vendor going in. In gameplay, they've got different mining gadgets going in. And then they also have ship-to-ship refueling that's going in with Starfarer. You'll be able to give people fuel that need it for a certain price. They'll either be able to pay you or not. They'll either get their ship torn up when they go to do the refueling or not. You'll be able to automatically do this just like you do docking right now, so not a lot to worry about there. And I would highly recommend you do that rather than try to manually dock your ship. It's just kind of difficult with the setup that they have right now. So just manually dock your ship, or I mean automatically dock your ship. They also will have selling items to shops. We know that the shops will have a little bit available, different places to buy your stuff, but most of them you will have to sell at the same place that you can buy those goods. So like if they only have a light machine gun of some kind at one of the stations, that's the only place you're going to be able to sell those type weapons and get a better value for it. Then they have ships and vehicles. The Scorpius is still in the works, as well as the Hull A. They haven't committed to doing that yet. And then you have the Cortec Rivers. That's something to look forward to as well. You can finally get to see the first river in the game, and you'll be able to walk into it. You'll be able to walk under it. So really cool that we'll have this available to us so quickly. I don't know how detailed the river banks are going to be, or the rivers themselves are going to be, but I would imagine they're going to be pretty high fidelity and a lot of fun. So I do want to thank everybody that's tuned in here lately. You guys are awesome, and I just really do appreciate it. Make sure you check out my YouTube members and my Patreon. You can join for as little as $1. It certainly does help me out, especially times of trouble like right now. You know, all the help I can get is much appreciated. Then, what else do we have? I think that's it. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys want to see next? And I know I've been talking about showing some other games off as well, and some of you guys are against that, some of you are for it. But I will post from some other games up from time to time, depending on how much fun I'm having doing it. Because guess what? Star Citizen is not the end-all be-all. It's not the game I'm going to play the rest of my life, most likely. It could be. I don't know. We'll have to see. So how is your week going? How are you enjoying Star Citizen? Are you looking forward to the new patch? And if you've gotten to play it already, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of some of the new features, and I would be much appreciated. With that said, I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.